Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, it's been a while since I've shared my thoughts with you, but today I thought let me just talk about gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. I'm just going to speak from my mind. Um, I've just been thinking about the attitude of gratitude, being grateful, and this was sparked by me looking around and realizing that a lot of people or even myself, we tend to get a lot of anxiety for the next thing. So we reach our goal and then we already get nervous and we already get worried and start getting depressed because the next thing is just not coming as quickly as we want it to come. And so that just made me realize that could it be that we just quickly forget to be grateful for what we have, because the need for the next thing, the desperateness of the achievement of the next thing, tends to make us feel like our lives are not moving quick enough, or that life is unfair. We look at other people that they move from one thing to the other, one thing to the other, and for us it's actually taking a little bit of time. And I just, that just made me think, because I remember this one time when I was speaking to this lady about my life, and she said to me, "Widumelo, you it seems as if you don't trust God. It seems as if you don't trust God because you are forever trying to make things from your own power. You're always you're putting the timelines, yes, and you become so desperate to reach everything within the timelines that you put for yourself. But life doesn't work like that. Yes, we work towards the things we want to achieve, right? We put goals for ourselves, and then we work towards achieving those things. And sometimes life doesn't work out the way we expected it to work. Our timelines are not what actually happens at the end of the day. So that makes us very frustrated. And that conversation that I had, every time lately, every time something is just not going according to my timeline, I always think, because that tends to make me feel anxious. Then it takes me back to thinking, do you trust God? Budumelo, it seems as if you don't trust God. But I just want to talk about gratefulness, being grateful, because in us wanting to achieve the next thing, we forget what we've already achieved. We forget that our life is not ruined. Our life is not a total mess, because we have achieved certain things, and we have certain things in our lives that we should be grateful for. You know what? Yes, I want to acknowledge, because sometimes it seems as if we are talking in the easiest sense of things, in the simplest sense of things. I know some people are going through a hard time. I know I could be talking to somebody who just lost their job, who just lost their relationship. They just are in debt. They had to sell their car, sell their house, because they can't afford to pay it off anymore. They are down and out. But I'm speaking to you, yes, realizing where you are, yes, realizing that you are down and out. I was even on one of the social media platforms, and this lady was talking about one time how low her life was. She lost her job, she lost her relationship, and then she found out that she was pregnant. How was she going to take care of this child? Now she lost her job and she had to move home, and she was all embarrassed and all of that. But today she's in a different, her life is different. She was able to recover, she was able to go back home and re-strategize and implement her plans, and now she's in a better place today. So yes, I am talking to you also. If you feeling like life is so hard, you've been trying for so long, and life is just, when is this next thing that I want to achieve going to come. I am talking to you also. And what I want, I'm thinking about, what I've been thinking about is that we need to get into a mode of being grateful, realizing what you're grateful for, realizing the great things that you have in your life. And how some people say we can do that is take it upon yourself on a daily basis to actually be grateful. Express your gratefulness for the things that you have in your life. It could be your siblings, it could be the fact that you have a roof over your head, even if you had to move back home, even if it's a one-roomed house, even if it's just you are sharing a house with people, or you have roommates in a flat, or wherever you are, you have a roof over your head, you have food to eat every day, you have data that you can use to actually send out applications, job applications, you are able to have a peaceful sleep at night, you are not sleeping outside somewhere, you are not stuck in a house where people are making noise the whole night, and you are not in an abusive relationship and things like that. So realize, and every day take time out. It can be in the morning, it can be even in the evening before you sleep. Get into the mode of identifying the things that you have that you are grateful for, because experts say, I don't want to go into the psychology of all of that, but it is actually a psychological thing, it's a psychology thing also. um Experts say that the more you get, the more you are grateful, the more you are actually shifting your brain a certain way. So the more you are grateful, the more your brain gets used to being grateful. It's like what they say, that the more you think you don't have anything, the more you'll never have anything. And yes, you may not have anything according to you. You may not have a job, for example. You may not know where your next meal is going to come from, or who's going to help you from that situation that you are in. But if you actually look, you are breathing. The fact that you are breathing, it tells you that it is an opportunity, still an opportunity for you to do something about your life. The fact that you are alive, you're not sick, you're not sitting somewhere in a hospital, you are not bedridden. The fact that you are healthy, you can hear, you can see, you can smell, you can touch, it is a blessing on its own. It shows you that it is an opportunity for you to still change your life the way you want to change it, because it is never too late to change your life. It is never too late, and it's never too late to achieve the things that you want to achieve. It may not happen at this hour, it may not happen today, the day that you say you want this thing to happen, but as long as you are alive, you still have an opportunity to make it happen. It is not easy, and it's not easy for anyone. There is no one who has it easy in life, but being grateful, showing the attitude of gratitude, taking out time to actually appreciate the big things that happen in your life, even the smallest of things. The smallest of things, we think that waking up in the morning is a small thing. It's actually a big thing, because some people don't get to do it. And the way we wake up in the morning, we don't even know how that happens. You go to bed, you don't even know how you actually get to fall asleep, let alone wake up in the morning. It is a biggest blessing. It is one of the biggest things that we should be grateful for. That is why it is said that when you wake up in the morning, you need to just start by praying. If you pray to God, or or you thank your ancestors, or whatever, you say thank you for waking me up this morning, because it is not by our might, it is not within our power to wake ourselves up. There is a power that is bigger than us that wakes us up. We don't know how we wake up. So the first thing in the morning, that like they say, we need to open our mouths and actually thank, be grateful, show an attitude of gratitude for having woken up in the morning. Then take that attitude throughout your whole day. The things that are not going according to what you want. I always say we never lose. we learn. So even if things don't work out the way you wanted them to work out or the way you want them to work out, learn something from that experience. Take away something that you can use in the future. Be grateful. Like some people will say, I'm grateful for all the bad times in my life, because if I had not experienced those things, I would not have achieved the kind of things that I've achieved. So that shows the attitude of gratitude, because you realize that everything works for you. It depends on your attitude. It depends on how are you going to handle this? How are you going to face your life? How are you going to face those situations? It is all dependent on on ourselves, our individual selves, how we are, the attitude that we're going to have in our life towards the things that we experience, whether we are achieving, whether it's problems or hurdles, but it all depends on our attitude. So today I just want us to learn to adopt that attitude of gratitude and say, I've got running water, I've got electricity. Yes, there's load shedding, but I have money to pay for electricity, I have money to buy electricity, I have running water in the house, I've got food to eat, I've got soap to bath. I was listening to some lady on Facebook, and she was talking about how she doesn't even have money for soap to bath. The only way she can do that is if she gets out of the house and she goes and gets a scrub somewhere, and then they pay her, and then she comes and buys a soap. But you could be having soap. Our challenges are not the same in life. But be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the fact that you are alive. You can still go out. Like she said, she has to go out and do something for someone, and somebody will pay them, and then they can be able to do what they want. Same principle. This is about soap to bath. But the very same principle, you can do it. You can use it across all the spheres of our lives. And that's me today. That let us be grateful for what we have, while we are working towards the better things that we want to achieve, the next big thing that we want to achieve in life, to better our lives. Let us be grateful for where we are. Let us be grateful for what we have today, because the more you are grateful, the more you believe you have, the more you will have. And the less you think you have, the more you are never going to have enough. Your life will never be enough. You'll never be grateful for anything, because when you are thinking from a mindset of lack, you are always lacking. You never really have anything to be grateful for. You see your life as a vacuum. So this is me today. Thank you so much for listening to me. I really do hope I'm inspiring you, or I'm making you think more than anything. I'm making you think differently. I'm making you think about your own life today. I would love to hear what you would say about what I've just shared, and your experience about being grateful, your attitude, your attitude of being grateful in life, in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you on the next video.